In 2018, the Central Bank of Malaysia released a strategy document on value-based intermediation. It aims to realign Islamic financial business model to achieve Sharia's intended outcomes through practices, behaviors, and products of IFIs that have a positive and a sustainable impact on the economy, communities, and the environment consistent with sustainable return and long-term interests of shareholders. Well, central bank promotes the VBI concept as a new strategy. The expected outcomes of implementation VBI are similar to several established concepts such as ESG, ethical finance, and SRI. ESG practices are widely believed to possess the inherent potential to significantly elevate the valuation of the firm. ESG pillars are defined as a practice reported by organizations that provide a comprehensive view of how they address the challenges represented by and the events affecting several key aspects of environment, internal operations, and social development. In this paper, focus on analyzing the non-financial reporting practice of IFIs, with emphasis on VBI, ESG reporting, and element with the SDGs. Two Islamic banks of Malaysia are selected, which are HSBC Amanah Malaysia Berhad and the Hong Leong Islamic Bank Berhad. In 2017, HSBC Amanah introduced the TBL framework. The objective of TBL framework is intended to be approach to classification, governance, and process implementation in relation to financing assets that are originated and managed by the HSBC Amanah in order to assess eligible TBL assets. TBL assets are financing assets that meet the parameters defined in the TBL framework developed by the HSBC Amanah. The TBL framework is intended to further the aspirations of HSBC Amanah as practitioners of VBI. HSBC Amanah launched the COCO project to embed sustainability into the HSBC Amanah through the lens of TBL. Under the COCO project, the bank undertook the following three initiatives. The bank developed a classification tool to meet a set of defined quantity and qualitative targets to become a sustainable bank. One of the targets was to ensure that 51% of HSBC Amanah's financing can be classified as TBL assets. The bank provided more customized financing solutions to clients based on their individual sustainable needs. The bank worked to create a mindset thrift to sustainable living and banking practices through the various sustainability related trainings and events. Jumpstart Micro's Business is the social financial program launched by the Hong Leong Islamic Bank in October 2022 as part of its VBI products. The program offers assists women entrepreneurs and undeserved B40 communities who may not have the resource to fund a full-time employment and potential business owners who lack the credit history and opportunities to start small business. The program aims to elevate social financial as essential components of the Islamic financial ecosystem, in line with the central bank's financial sector blueprint 2022 to 2026. Companies engaged in activities which benefit their external environment to improve firm valuation and stability. In the process, these firms are improving the environment for their stakeholders. Eventually, these positive actions help firms increase their value. ESG activities can positively influence the external environment and can greatly impact the internal operations of banks, which in turn will increase banks' valuations while improving stability. HSBC Amana business models have started to adopt best practices, which has had a long-term impact on its stakeholders. This includes providing products and services that not only services its clients, but also services the communities and benefit the environment. Some example: ESG credit and products related to philanthropic function. ESG credit card is made from 85% recycled plastic, and charitable donation from cardholders go to selected local charities, non-profit organizations, green trade financing facilities for sustainable cocoa sourcing for cocoa manufacturers in Malaysia. HSBC's Amanah's Islamic structured product allow clients to invest in a product that, along with their values for environment and social causes, is linked to the Hang Seng Corporate Sustainability Index, which tracks the performance sustainability. The basic principle in Islamic finance share similarities with the principle of sustainable finance, including financial stability and economic growth, poverty alleviation, and wealth distribution, financial and social inclusion, and environment preservation. Therefore, Islamic finance leverages these similarities to serve as a natural means to promote green financial elements. In 2018, HSBC Amanah adopted the HSBC Group SDG bond framework and subsequently issued the world's first SDG Sukuk, providing financing to businesses that fall within the seven selected SDG bond framework: good health and well-being, quality education, clean water, sanitation, affordable and clean energy, industry, innovation and infrastructure, sustainable cities and communities, and climate actions. ESG standards are reflected in adding many characteristics to organizations that are not usually shown in the financial and accounting statements published by the organizations. Because this data cannot show the goodwill, the value of business property, the internal culture of the organization, and its social impact, and the quality of services provided to customers and future strategies. Therefore, by using ESG, organizations can present non-financial comprehensively and clearly to various stakeholders, allowing them to determine the extent to which the organization's management supports and complies with its standards in order to achieve strategic success in its industry. The paper found that IB's business models, practices, and operations have a shift from the conventional financial intermediation focused on generating profits for shareholders to financial intermediation that gener- generate profit while also having positive social, economic, and environmental impact. This shift can be seen in the bank's disclosure of the VBI adoption. After adopting the VBI, both of the two banks developed VBI implementation strategies. The Malaysia's Sustainable Banking Regulatory framework has promoted both two selected IBs to change their products, practices, and operations. Both two IBs have invested significant efforts in VBI-related initiatives in line with the four sporting priorities of the VBI and the strategies set out in the VBI strategy document. Therefore, these VBI-related initiatives and changes in VIB's operations and practices can support the SDGs. The two banks are at a different stage in adopting the social and environmental risk assessment and management. However, HSBC Amana has already adopted its group sustainability risk policies and have developed a specific risk assessment and management.